Dr. Femi. Dr. Femi now on the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Femi from Nigeria, my Nigerian brother. Brother, you've written a book. How do you know somebody loves you?
How do you know someone loves you?
Yeah, you've written now. The calls are coming. I will not be taking any calls right now. I will inform our listeners and viewers when I start taking calls. Now, the title of the book, one of the books you've written, if I got it right, is How Do You Know Somebody Loves You? Love you, correct?
Yes, how to tell if someone truly loves you.
How to tell if somebody truly loves you? Well, we go to get people out there. Some people get there from nightclubs. Some people get from the gym, six-pack or eight-shape Coca-Cola looking woman, six-pack guy. We assume that we know them, or they assume that they know us. Soon, the wedding ring or the engagement ring turns into a wedding ring, and like Dr. Tony Evans said, then it becomes a supper ring. In other words, the home turns into a Shark Tank. Well, how can you tell somebody love you? I mean, everybody goes and says, I love you. What made you write that book in the first place? What are you trying to teach in that book?
Thanks for asking that powerful question. So let me just ask the first one that you asked about how can you tell someone truly loves you? There are so many signs out there that can give you the understanding why someone loves you, or how you can tell if what you're actually feeling for the person is true love. And don't let us forget there are different types of love out there that people call. You know, we have the agape love. You also have the filial type of love. You have the eros type of love. There's so many types of love out there. But the one that I speak about is true love. And true love comes from God. And one of the very major signs of true love is sacrifice. So if someone cannot sacrifice something for you, then that person doesn't really truly in love with you. So the sacrifice means that I'm releasing something in my hand in an exchange for you, or in an exchange for something in that relationship. So it's the release of something in an exchange for something else. And that is what God did. God released his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to come and save us in an exchange for us to have eternal life. So God himself demonstrated true love. There are so many other signs, but that one is very, very important to identify in a relationship. And why did I write this? I was asked to speak on TED Talk. You guys are familiar with TEDx Talk. I spoke on TED Talk maybe about a year ago, or less than 2 years ago. And this was the very topic that God laid in my heart to speak about. So I spoke to God. I said, I don't know what to talk about on this platform. It's a huge platform, and I'm given an opportunity to speak. And God says, talk about true love and talk about what happened to you when you were growing up, how you were able to identify true love. And let me just spend maybe a minute or two just to share my own little story about true love. So before I became who I am today as a relationship coach or relationship expert, I was once a playboy, a party promoter, a womanizer, you want to call it, because being a party promoter, I was exposed to a lot of women. A lot of ladies want to come into the party, be part of that lifestyle, want to come in for free. So many things happen. So being that image of a party lifestyle or a party promoter, one of the things that happens is you have to be able to network with a lot of women, because the more women you have at the party, the more men want to come in. And I was throwing parties as a way of galvanizing people to network, and at the same time being a supplement to my actual income. But that opened doors for me to be able to be promiscuous and having affair with different women. And in the mix of this, I found a woman that I fell in love with. And she had to give me the ultimatum and said, look, I'm not going to be part of these groupies and part of the social lifestyle that you have. It's either me or you choose this party lifestyle and the other woman. And I had to sit tight and analyze the situation. Am I truly in love with this woman? Or am I truly in love with the party lifestyle and the other women that I was having fun with? And God had to make me to realize that you have to make a decision on what you need to do. And that is where that sacrifice came in for me. I had to let go of what I enjoyed doing, throwing parties, and the lifestyle that came along with it. I had to abandon all those for the woman that I truly love, for the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I didn't want to throw parties for life. I didn't want to be enjoying life with other women. I wanted to enjoy life with one woman. So I had to make that sacrifice, let go of the party lifestyle, let go of other women so that I could be with this woman. And then, a few years down the road, we got married. We have two wonderful children, and God is helping us.
Dr. Femi, I'm going to push back on that. You said you were the party type, lots of ladies hanging around you. You found your love, the love of your life, from among that crowd of women that were hanging around you. Well, that's the same argument a lot of guys make these days, that they got to look for many, hang around with many women to pick one. Why are they wrong?
Why would they have to hang around many women to pick one? Well, it depends on how you get to expose yourself to a lot of women. For me, it was the party lifestyle. It was me throwing parties. So I had to socialize with a lot of women. And I was young. I was, you want to call it stupid and dumb, okay? All that was going on. And even when I met my wife, I did not even meet her at the party scene. I met her through a mutual friend. I was just talking to a friend on the phone, and I heard her voice in the background. And when I heard her voice in the background, I was like, whoa, I'd love to speak to that young lady with the angelic voice. And that's how we got connected. So a lot of men can come into being exposed to a lot of women, either through their lust of flesh or through a situation like, my situation. There are so many ways, but you don't have to really date so many women in order for you to know who the right one for you.